and welcome to our live webinar today about how to drive your plant's efficiency with Tetra Pak automation and digital solutions. I'm Tuba Alım. I'm working as Regional Services Portfolio Manager in Greater Middle East and Africa region. And I have three subject matter experts today with me. I have Sohair Haidar is with us today. He's our automation system specialist. And we have Nikolai Andreychikov. He's our business driver working in the field of digital and automation solutions. And as well, we also have Denis NG working as integration director in our services function. So today, first, before going to the details of the webinar, I would like to share some tips with you about the webinar. The webinar is, in fact, streamed through your computer, and you don't need to dial in any number. And for a better experience, I would suggest that you close other browsers in your computer and make sure the volume is up and so that you can hear us properly. We will have 4 poll questions during the webinar, and please do answer those poll questions and interact with us so that we can hear from you. And in case you have any questions during the webinar, please write those questions using the Q&A button below your screen, and we will hopefully answer them at the last 10-15 minutes of the webinar. And another tip to mention is in your web page where you are seeing the webinar, you will see like 2 buttons. One button will tell that you can get more information about our automation solutions when you click it. And that link will take you to a page where you can get more information. And you will also see another button where you can also click and try to get in touch with us so that you can ask even more questions and even book a meeting with us. So saying that, let us see the agenda. In fact, before this agenda, my colleague Denis will set the scene, like why we are today and what we will do during this webinar. But let us see our agenda. Our agenda starts with how to understand the current level of automation. And then we will talk about Tetraplantmaster and its modules. And Nikolai will be covering these 2 aspects. And then Sohair will be covering Tetra Pak solutions for packaging line and the connectivity. And then he will also then touch upon visualizing and improving the line performance with performance management services. So we will be covering these four topics today. And saying that, and one last information that I would like to share is please also do not forget to fill in the webinar survey at the end of the webinar before we close, after we close, sorry, so that we can hear from you and we can get your feedback. Saying that, I wish you a very good presentation, and I would like to give the word to my colleague, Denis.
Thank you, Tuba. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. Let's consider first what exactly digital and automation really mean. I mean, to put it simply, it's about the data, right? And how you apply that data to change how you run your business. Now, the statement at the bottom right, the digital age altering the playing field, some can argue that the digital age started a long, long time ago. I mean, mechanical computers were invented in the 1800s. Vacuum tubes, transistors throughout the mid-20th century. But the best argument is that the digital age started with microprocessors in the 1970s. But if you think about it, that's 50 years ago. So let's consider also that these microprocessors have gotten faster, a lot faster actually, and you add high-speed wired and wireless communications to the mix. And that's the context today. So what does this mean for us in this day and age for our corner of industry? First off is connectivity between machines, between people, and between the different parts of your operation. Then it's the automation to collect and transmit data, to analyze and enable the right types of control over the different parts of production. And this is the power of digital and automation for F&B. And we feel that it'll result in 3 major outcomes. First off, you'll be more efficient, basically more output with less input. Now, if you're collecting information throughout your production, you know exactly what's happening at any given point in time. This means visibility on your input materials, on the people and their human manpower efforts, and of course energy, and any other resource that's consumed inside your production. You'll be able to identify areas of inefficiency and waste, and eventually optimize to cut them both out. Second, you'll secure your food safety and quality. Now, again, let's imagine that you have information from each point of production. Now, if there's a quality issue, you'll be able to trace back to know what exactly happened, how it happened, and how much product it affects. And this means that from that point onward, you should be able to make adjustments to prevent this quality issue from ever happening again. Third, now, if you have more efficient production, and if your product is of higher quality, this makes your brand a lot more attractive in the market, right? Meaning, of course, you'll be more competitive. And at this point, I'd like to invite Nikolai to continue the discussion on your plant's automation and what you can do to upgrade it. Nikolai, please.
Thank you, Dennis. Good afternoon, everyone. So based on Tetra Pak knowledge and feedback from our customers, we identify 4 key areas for the automation solutions, which we can focus and where we can bring your operation as a producer to the next level. So first, it's to understand your level of automation. It's quite critical point. So to understand where I am today. Next area is a Tetraplantmaster solution, which help to plan, manage, and control production efficiency. Then we highlight the importance of connectivity of the packaging lines. At the end, how you can get the most benefits from the connectivity and to visualize and improve line performance. But before we go any further, I would like to ask you, do you know where is your obsolescence needs today in your factory? Is it processing equipment, packaging lines, distribution, or maybe some information technologies? Where do you see the weaknesses or needs of your factory where you need to focus today? You can pick one of the one or several areas on your factory. I'll give you another 10 seconds. Okay, please vote where you can see the potential. Okay, let's see. And most of you see the potential or like obsolescence needs in information technologies. This is quite, regular answer from our customers. Of course, IT side needs lots of attention because hardware become obsolete within 4, 6, 7 years, and software become obsolete very quickly. Every 1 or 2 years, it needs to be upgraded. So on one hand, it would be great to have a brand new equipment, manufacturing equipment. On the other hand, brand new equipment costs money. Customer needs to justify the expense based on the factors relating to both obsolescence and business goals. Of these two, business goals have a greater weight. To achieve business goals, you need to be sure that equipment will produce exact amount of product when it's needed. So you need to balance against losses from inefficiency and downtime with need to reach your business goals. Let's have a closer look what can be done to reach business goals without huge investment using upgrade strategy. But before we go further, I would like to refresh what we mean under automation upgrades. First of all, automation upgrades, it is we consider hardware, software, it might be versions upgrade, platform upgrade from Siemens to Rockwell, Schneider, etc. Also part of upgrades, it's if you want to add features and functionalities into the existing equipment. It might be also related to environment, food safety and quality, might be operational efficiency, production capabilities, and also part of upgrade strategy is to switch manual plant into the automatic plant. Here on this picture, you see different types of PLCs on the left side and different types of human-machine interface or graphical user interface on the right side. So these devices allows you to input and get feedback from the automated system. It actually delivers information about the machine or process. So it allows operator to input commands, and that's how they communicate with the PLC. Okay. There are some challenges might be you facing in your factory, like age-related problems and failures, breakdowns, and might be some new technologies are available today. And the solution we are offering today is focused on 4 main reasons. So you need to focus on cost of the support, performance of your equipment, reliability, and need for a change. Of course, in ideal situations, the system doesn't suffer from unplanned downtime. High reliability requires a little regular service and calibration. But when reliability starts to depend on a lot of services, it may be time for an upgrade. If your business is growing or industry is changing, what we can observe nowadays, you may have a need for a change. Your system needs to be expanded in terms of capabilities or to be upgraded with the new features and functionalities to maintain your business goals. You might be wondering, but how I can start my upgrade journey or my upgrade projects? First, we start from the assessment. We have a service which we provide to you as our customers, where we can analyze and analyze your install base, obsolescence, and what is the potential impact on your production. Then, after assessment, we understand what is your problems, what is your needs, and what solution would be suitable for you. And then we actually execute the project. We upgrade needed parts of your factory using the latest best practice in food and beverage industry. Actually, installation, because usually customers asking, but okay, how long I need to stop my production? It's depends on what we are doing, but usually it takes from several hours up to maybe 1 to 3 days. Depends what we are doing and what the project scope is. So this is the upgrades, and to keep your equipment up to date, this is the foundation for starting your digital journey. And of course, after the upgrade, you will get immediate benefits like increased assets utilization, reduced maintenance cost, improve operator efficiency, and of course, we are thinking seriously today about cybersecurity protection, because it's a trend and it's one of the highest risks for the next 10 years for the producers to protect themselves from cybersecurity. I will give you an example. We had one project in Turkey where where a customer had a system which was obsolete. It was a SATCON system, and it was not ready for immediate and future expansion in terms of capacity, in terms of functionality. And of course, customer was like scared about spares and resources availability for development of existing system. So he wanted to improve the plant efficiency by reducing the manual operations and operators dependency. They want to reduce operational losses, and of course they want to track all the events, and to get this information in the reports and all the logs within the system, and traceability within the factory. So after the upgrade, customer got lots of benefits. They prevent obsolescence, first of all. They got new functionalities and features, so they connect the equipment and they optimize the performance. the system became extendable and upgradable. And just to give you an example, that we installed there a Tetrapak Plantmaster solution based on the TIA portal, newest, and InTouch modern app. And there are many other details, but I think that is not the case today. Okay, now it's time to have a look on Tetraplantmaster and which module it consists, and why the Tetrapak Plantmaster is the most advanced plant automation information solution for food and beverage industry. It is the only one specially designed for the food and beverage industry system, which is based on extensive food production knowledge. And it's only one that covers your entire production, from the raw material reception to finished good and pelletized products, with any brand of any equipment. And it's all of your sites. So Tetrapak can cover your challenges, such as no or limited automation to control plant operation, limited data for the benchmarking and KPIs, and might be you don't have reliable shop floor equipment integration and information exchange with other systems. And there are some values which Tetrapak Plantmaster can bring. It's quite a friendly and smart operations. So there is no manual input of recipes parameters, and the batch can be generated automatically. Quality control and traceability. So it's end-to-end safe material interlocking, including packaging and processing, and it's quite fast troubleshooting and accurate recalls, and it's thanks to simple reports. System integration and flexibility. It's integration within Tetrapak packaging and processing, interlogistic, and with third-party equipment, or even maybe legacy equipment, which you cannot connect today. And of course, connectivity with the ERP system. It might be SAP, it might be Oracle, or any other ERP system. And why we do this connection? Because we need to secure that operations that executed in the right way, and the full integration in order to handle all your orders and to maintain the quality and traceability. And of course, it enables real-time data, and production cost will go down. So Tetraplantmaster gives you one plant automation information solution, which is designed unique for the for food and beverage, as I mentioned, to enable you to make the total control to achieve your top performance. It's one system. It's flexible, scalable, and customizable. So that covers everything from single piece of equipment, and it can be one pasteurizer or sterilizer, and it can be extendable to a complete line, or all the way to cover the full factory. It's important to mention that it's one MES solution that allows you to seamlessly integrate any equipment or any data source. So it's turning data into insightful information, such as reports, dashboards. We'll have a look later. So, and the third point, that it's one common data management system with modular design. So it simplifies integration with ERP and other data management systems. So it allows you to integrate any equipment or data source in your factory, so irrespective of supplier. So it's giving you a solution that needs today and for your future. So it's upgradable, and it's like, we can say it's future-proof investment. I have another question for you. If you listen carefully, can you connect your ERP system with Tetraplantmaster? Master MES, so we can get production orders from ERP, you can upstream the results of the execution of recipe, for example, back to ERP system. What do you think? Is it possible to connect ERP with MES, with Tetrapak? So here we mean vertical integration. I'll give you another 5 seconds, and let's see the results. Of course, it's possible. It's not dependent, as I already mentioned, it's not dependent on which ERP you are using today. So Tetraplantmaster, it's completely independent system. I mean, you can integrate any equipment. It's agnostic to any vendor. So any equipment can be integrated both from the bottom, I mean, from the shop floor equipment, or from ERP side. Okay, let's have a closer look on Tetraplantmaster MES suite. So maybe you are looking today for one manufacturing execution system that covers plant operations from raw material reception to finished goods, or you want to digitalize your manufacturing operations, you want to collect the data, and might be you are looking how you can visualize the reports, because data, it's okay, it might be available, but if it's not visual friendly, it's very, like complex to read this data. So might be you're looking for the system that integrates processing and packaging system into one place with interlogistics and the reception, everything. So with a single digital environment and screen, which has an interfaces to enable reliable integration and information exchange with other systems. And of course, the Tetraplantmaster can bring you the values here. So it reduces manual work. So you'll get the automatic operation. It secures the quality. So you can expect reduced quality issues due to material interlocking, automatic registration, and full traceability. So you can reduce the waste, definitely. And as a result, cost of quality control and waste are reduced. And you can optimize your operations. So here we mean the reporting system to enable improvement. So you can benchmark, you can analyze where you are, and you can target what you can improve, you can understand, realize. So how it works? Solution consists of 2 systems with different data collection scopes and databases. First, it's processing production integrator for processing equipment, and the second part, it's packaging line monitoring system. We call it PLMS. This is for Tetra Pak filling machines and packaging lines. Then we have production management. Production data according to standard operation procedures and defined and documented specification. So then we collect all this data into the database. So it's automatically from the equipment, or it might be manual from like manual inputs from the field force, or data can be collected from any other systems if they are integrated into this setup. It might be ERP, it might be warehouse management system or laboratory information management system, any of these. So, and at the end, we can extract and visualize the data from the database. So it's reporting part. So then, when you have the data, you can do the analysis and you can optimize operations. What is production integrator? I mentioned before, right? So there are 2 parts, production integrator and PLMS. So this is how production integrator looks like. It consists of different modules. First, it's production management and reporting. It includes recipes and batch management, order management, production equipment, batch, cleaning reports, everything related to production. Then we have traceability, automated or manual logging of traceability parameters, and the data storage and reporting also here. The third model is quality. To define, you can actually define sampling points and where is the critical within your production. And then we can initiate quality control. It can be initiated automatically when it's defined. Then you can extract the label or sample, and you can label this sample actually. Then you bring this sample to the laboratory analyze the sample, and then enter the results. And then you can get the reports. So it's related to quality. And then integration, again, integration with LIMS, quality management system, warehouse, etc. And there is an environment module where you can observe and monitor your utilities, steam, water, electricity consumption. So all data are collected and can be introduced in different kind of reports or dashboards. But why we have all these functionalities, like traceability, quality? Because we understand that your business and daily operation needs, and we try to organize our functionalities into functional areas. So it's easier for you to build a solution or according to your need. For example, you have issues with the quality, so you can integrate quality module into your factory. So you can pick and choose modules which is relevant for your factory. And it meets your needs, and we can deliver values based on what you're looking. So both today and tomorrow. And let's have a look on the second part. It's Tetraplantmaster PLMS. It's also a modular system which consists from performance and status, so to monitor and collect, analyze performance of the machines and packaging lines, and the quality. So it has the standard modules like performance analysis, real-time web, like OEE analysis, production journal, task, and there is some custom modules like MES interface, custom reports, etc. And another part of Tetrapak Plantmaster, actually production control. So might be you are facing a few challenges here. Like you want automation of a manual plant. So we can simplify operation by providing operators with a new user-friendly interface, and it's quite like intuitive and task-based, and navigation is very easy. So we can also provide data collection that secures the accuracy and consistency of critical information like your temperatures, flow, pressure, etc. And the solution is compliant with industry standards. I mean here S88. And of course there are solution values. Of course, production control. It's designed for food and beverage industry. All best practices like and field-proven features for customer needs from over 1,000 installations around the globe. They're there. The system is very documented, so you get all the documentation. It's built on commercially available hardware and software. As I mentioned, it's modular and scalable system. It's open to customization, event-driven. You'll get fast troubleshooting thanks to integrated wizards and powerful databases. You can get worldwide support 24/7. In case of any issues, our system specialists can remotely log into your site, and then they can troubleshoot and easily identify the problem. So also we guarantee the life cycle of this software, and we can provide a training program for the customers and their suppliers. But how it looks like, there are two parts in production control. First, it's PLC, which is programmable logical controller, and human-machine interface, HMI. It's from this place, operator can control and operate the plant. So in production, according to standard operation procedures and defined and documented specification. But PLC, it's where your program is running, so where the process logic actually is sitting. So PLC acquire real-time information on the process parameter. And PLC actually also issue appropriate commands to the equipment what to do, where valve or pump should start or open and close. So that's all we mean here under production control. So I hope it's clear for you, and then I will give you some example. This case from Egypt. One of our customers decided to shut down old plant, and they relocate all the equipment to a new location. So what was the needs? That equipment was not integrated. It was different types of equipment. They wanted to improve the efficiency, and they want to control the entire plant from one place, from one room. It's called one room solution, control room solution, right? And of course, there were lack of information. There were no event tracking, no reporting, and data logging. So by providing Tetrapak Plantmaster solution, we bring lots of benefits for the customer. We add lots of features and functionalities. Of course, we integrate all the equipment into the one data framework. They got traceability and production integrator with all the reports and dashboards. We integrate third-party equipment, and packaging and processing equipment also was integrated into one system. I hope it was useful for you to understand what we mean under Tetraplantmaster and automation upgrades. And here I would like to invite my colleague Suhair to present what is packaging solutions we have for the connectivity. Please, Suhair.
Thank you, Nikolai. So now that you have had a look at the Tetrapak Plantmaster and its modules, let's explore the solutions we offer for the packaging lines to integrate your machines with each other and with the control systems such as the MES, Tetraplantmaster. Let's consider a solution for the Tetrapak equipment first. The Tetrapak line controller is an automation equipment for integration and management of the packaging lines with the Tetrapak Plantmaster. And what are the challenges that you may be facing with your current setup? Synchronization issues with distribution equipment resulting in uncontrollable package queues, material and recipe management done on paper instead of a single integrated system, lack of control for the conveyors between your different distribution equipment, no integration between your lines, MES, and other control systems. A line controller can help resolve these challenges with some tangible outcomes. Minimizing your manual work with configuration control of the production line using a single interface. Ensuring the package quality as the conveyors are configured to start, to stop, to slow down. The speeds of the machines, the capacity of the different distribution equipment are controlled, which of course results in a synchronized package flow throughout the line, leading to reduced waste. The line controller, in fact, also helps to reduce issue resolution time. You may ask why. It provides indications such as alarms in form of display information on display panels, guiding operators to do their task correctly, and of course, increasing productivity. So how does the line controller work? It's a programmable logical controller and human-to-machine interface. In short, it's a specialized industrial PC with a screen, which offers a full array of connectivity options for different networking and signaling standards. Once it's connected to your machine, it enables real-time communication with your machine on the line, tailored to Tetrapak packaging line environment. Then you could configure monitoring, data monitoring, data collection, automatic control, sys control that assures that there's smooth flow of packages along the line without the package queues. As mentioned previously, line controller is an enabler to the full plant MES. So it's not necessary, you can still use it independent of the MES solution. for the automation part. But if you get the full plant MES, you also get the benefit for recipes, material, and data exchange, which results in less paperwork, less human intervention, less mistake, less risk. And of course, this reduces the waste on the line. So our next solution is the Tetra Pak line gateway. We also call it as the Liga. And of course, personally, I would love for all of you to have the plant fully equipped with only latest Tetra Pak equipment. But I realize that's not the case, nor is it even realistic. Some of you may have previous generations Tetra Pak equipment. Some of you may have machines from other third party. The Tetra Pak line gateway is an automation equipment that creates connectivity and opens up integration possibilities for all your older and non-Tetra Pak equipments. So as I mentioned before, you may have previous generations. So just to have a look what challenges you may be facing. You would want to benefit the data collection, automatic control, and integration with MES. The line gateway in this case can help you to give the connectivity with your production line. And the benefits will be similar to that of a line controller, then more control, meaning less paperwork, better quality, and less waste. Because the primary purpose is to solve a communication gap, it gives you the option to solve specific needs now and the flexibility to add other integrations in the future, allowing a gradual investment strategy. So how does it work? Similar to that of a line controller, the line gateway is an industrial computer with a programmable logic and a display. It facilitates the real-time communication between the equipments, ultimately allowing you to add on other options for configurability and control, including perhaps the most important integration with MES. And for those of you familiar with the term PLMS, the packaging performance, well, the line gateway works as the upgrade to your current filling machine to enable the data collection in form of PLMS. While it doesn't have the built-in capabilities of a Tetra Pak line controller, but it does offer the native capabilities to control sampling plans and printer integration. So let's have a look at a use case. We have a juice and nectar still drink factory in UAE. They had a challenge that they wanted to move from their old plant to a new plant, and they wanted to upgrade their existing setup. They wanted a full system integrated with MES, ERP, and the warehouse. And of course, they required to have the material consumption reports, the recipe interlocking, and consumption of their goods in the factory. So once they went for the upgrade, they built the integration factory with the Tetraplantmaster MES and widening their scope of integration by installation of line controllers and ligas to all the packaging lines in the plant. The benefit they got from such integration was full plant efficiency, integration, production scheduling, recipe interlocks, and even they managed to get the full warehouse managed, full warehouse management system for both the incoming and the outgoing goods. This overall, when working functionally, helped them to lower the cost of their operations. I have gone over some of the automation solutions that can help you integrate your packaging equipment. But how do we secure the data in your plant? The Tetra Pak Plant Gateway can do just that. So here are the few things that Tetra Pak helps you to do with the Tetra Pak Plant Gateway. It provides a centralized data collection into a secure, robust industrial server. Possibility to have remote support and remote activities such as on-site support, monitoring your equipment, and running health checks. Gives you option to have electronic manuals, generating reports on performance, and much more. And how does the Plant Gateway work? First, a Tetra Pak expert visits your factory, installs the gateway, including physical connections to your equipment and configuration of the network protocols, together with your network IT, of course. The end result is a link between your equipment network and the Tetrapak's network, and using the established protocol aligned with the regulations of your local jurisdiction. With the plant gateway, individual Tetrapak services and solutions can be layered upon. The most commonly asked question is the security. As my colleague Nikolai mentioned, in the future we'll have issues with cybersecurity. So this is taken care of with a highly secured solution comprised of both dedicated hardware, software to ensure your peace of mind. Just to remind you, this will be the last topic, but in case you have any questions, please feel free to ask us, because we'll take the questions at the end of the discussion. So let's change the gears for a bit. I've shown you some automation equipment solutions. Now I want you to focus on the data and consulting service that Tetrapak offers that will help you visualize and analyze the performance of your production lines. The Tetrapak Performance Management Service, as we call it as the performance dashboard, it helps you visualize your key performance indicators, allowing you to understand what's happening on your lines and how to increase the performance and the output. So why would you need this performance dashboard? Consider you have the following challenges. You react to the events based on the effect or the performance of your line. You may or may not have structured improvement methodologies. Different people have different versions of the same data that should be, but are not in fact identical, leading to misalignment among your stakeholders. And maybe you have too many manual paperwork or paper processes. So the service helps us solve these challenges together. Some of the gains are minimizing manual work, improving your operator's knowledge base, creating convenient, easy to understand visualizations of your line performance on any device you wish, and it's environmental friendly. So saving papers means saving trees, right? How does it work? We divide it into two parts. So the Tetrapak Performance Management, first, the reporting system is configured for your plant setup to visualize your line performance against your operational targets. All the data, once it's set up, all the data flows automatically from your production to the visualization. We handle the implementation all the way, training you to use the data on any device you wish. And the second part of the service consists of interactive knowledge transfer. We create workshops, we sit with you either remotely or in person, explaining the performance metrics, what factors affect those metrics, and how to use the structured methodologies to improve them. So I would like you guys to answer this question in case you were listening. Let's say the plant gateway is enabler. Which solutions and services do you think it enables? So just bear in mind, you might have more than one answer. So I give you like 30 seconds. Okay, let's move on to what you guys have answered. Yeah, so I can see most of you have answered the remote services, condition monitoring, and backup of software services. Well, let me tell you, the only wrong answer was food delivery in this case. Just to give you a bit of a recap, my colleague and I have gone over the solutions that touch upon the automation in your factory, assessing your automation level, your Plantmaster and MES offerings, some automation hardware to facilitate the data collection and integration, and performance visualization, of course, of your collected data. So it's been a pleasure to discuss these things with you, and I would like now for my colleague Dennis to close the session with a few thoughts before we take your questions. Over to you, Dennis.
Thank you, Sohair, and thank you, Nikolai. So like as Sohair says, we've given you just a few examples of the things that we can do for you to help you make use of data, bridging some connectivity, and adding automation to improve your entire production operations. And all of this is so that you can be more efficient, producing more with less, securing food safety and quality. And of course, these two put together should help you make you more competitive in the market. But how exactly do you start? I mean, no two factories are identical. No two companies are the same. This means that we need, and you need, to understand your specific situation. To do that, we offer several assessment services. First of which is a full opportunity analysis of your entire operation. We can also do targeted approaches based on specific problems that you've observed and you want help on, or an assessment focused purely on food safety and quality, which is the most important topic in food and beverage, actually. To find out more, please reach out to your Tetrapak representative. And before we jump to Q&A, I do have one final question for you. Which one of our digital and automation portfolio solutions interests you the most? We'll give you about half a minute. And okay, it looks like it's all automation upgrades, which is excellent. Thank you all. I'll now hand over back to Tuba, and she will moderate the questions and answers.
Thank you all for this nice presentation. And thank you for the audience for listening. Now it's time for questions. And checking, just a second, I'm just checking the questions. Just a second. Okay, so the first question comes, I guess this is for you, perhaps, Nikolai, to elaborate. The question says, how can I start my digitalization journey if I want to do some digitalization studies or some automation upgrades? Let's say, how do I start that?
It's a very good question, because to start, first you need to understand where you are, your starting point, right? And then we can together with you define the point where you want to be. It's like using your navigator. So first, as Dennis mentioned, and I also highlighted at the beginning of presentation, that let's start from the assessment services. It might be automation obsolescence assessment, it might be a maturity assessment, or any area which you feel is the weakest for you. So I would propose to contact your Tetra Pak representative. We set up a meeting, understand what is your need. We do assessment according to the need, and then we can propose solution. Yeah, it's in short. Mm-hmm.
Then the next question says, when or what extent can anyone know or realize that the asset or a machine is obsolete? Like how to understand the machine is obsolete, let's say, or when should we understand that?
To understand when your machine is obsolete, it's important to be aligned and to have information from the original vendor, because obsolescence or maturity, it has different phases. And each producer, we can take an example, Siemens or Rockwell, they always announce what will be phased out soon, what is on mature level, what is active level of support. So, and if you are like missing this information or you cannot understand where you are today, so we can help you. We can. We usually support our customers to realize what's needed, what need to be upgraded. Because sometimes customers are using different types of equipment, different software, hardware, and it's a little bit, like messy, and it's complex systems, and it's not easy. I can understand it's not easy to understand when it's obsolete, when it's not. So that's why we offer you services here, which can help you to understand when it's time to upgrade.
The other question says actually how we can integrate our system as we have third-party equipment on our processing side. So can we integrate the third-party equipment to the system, or can we do some automation solutions for them as well? Dennis or Nikolai or Sohail, whoever wants to take the question.
Yeah, I can take this question. Mm-hmm. If we are talking about third-party equipment, it can be integrated. Again, lots of things depends on type of equipment, type of hardware and software which this equipment. But of course, there are some protocols and some gateways where we can integrate different type of equipment. And today, Sohail presented you a solution. It's called Line Gateway or LIGA, which can support to integrate any type of packaging machines into the system. Mm-hmm. It might be even legacy equipment. So mm-hmm. Yes, it's possible.
And what about if they have a third-party pasteurizer, let's say? Is it also possible on the processing side?
Sorry, Tuba, your voice, I cannot hear you properly.
Sorry. Rather than the packaging line, in case the producer has a pasteurizer, which is first-party equipment, is it also possible to connect?
Yes. For this, I can answer yes, because we have a use case. Not even one use case. There are many cases where we integrate third-party equipment. It might be CIP station, sterilizer, or pasteurizer into one single data framework, I would say. It might be, in this case, we are talking about Tetraplantmaster. Yes, we have these cases where Tetraplantmaster controls third-party equipment. Yes, so it's possible, and but what we mean on the integration, it might be simple integration to start and stop the production, but it might be more advanced, like you get all the parameters, you can load the recipes, etc. So all different levels of integration are possible. Yeah.
And the other question says, how do you integrate the logistics and shipment requirements into MES? Is there a system to aid in that regard?
Yeah, I will answer that, Tuba. So it's a good question. And as I mentioned, in NFP, in UAE, one of the use cases in UAE, so they had integrated their logistic and shipping requirements into the MES of the Tetrapak Plantmaster. So how we do it is we have to, of course, set up a session with you. You can contact one of our SCAMs or automation experts on your side, and then maybe we can come back to you on this one.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, in the session you will see like two buttons, and one of the buttons is like contact with us or book a meeting with us. So you can also. We can have a further discussion with that. Okay. To understand the details, of course. Let me check. Yeah, there is another comment and question. It says it's a terrific discussion. It's a very good discussion. And do we as well train operators also who do not necessarily operate Tetra Pak equipment? And perhaps I can answer that. I mean, thank you for appreciating the discussion. I mean, we usually train our own people, our own operators, when it comes to, of course, operating the machines, operating the lines. For now, we don't train, let's say, operators for third-party equipment. But if it is purely a digital automation discussion, of course, since we mentioned that we can integrate, let's say, third-party equipment, perhaps, again, we can take a separate discussion with, if you want to approach us. And another question says, yeah, we are enjoying Tetraplantmaster in our facility. Could you please tell us about MES comprehensive training program, if it is available or not? Do we have an MES training program? Information program?
As you have seen, Tetraplantmaster consists of different modules. You're right, MES suite is one of these parts, and of course it's possible to we have number of programs for different level of people who are using Tetrapak MES. So it might be starting from the operators who use it in a daily basis for their routines. It might be for the production management, for the quality people, and for the top management of the factory. We have different types of programs, and which is relevant, we can pick up and deliver one for you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I see that. Okay, I think that's all, at least what we have, and we are about to finish the time as well. Thank you very much joining us today and listening our digital automation webinar. And please do contact with us if you have further questions, and if you would like to book a separate session for yourself to discuss further about your plant. We appreciate your attendance today, and please do join our webinar survey at the end so that we can hear from you, you can evaluate us, and hopefully we can serve you better next time. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye-bye.